Hello, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. This is the second part to my last game hunting video. If you have not seen that, I'm going to link it below. Please check it out. The stuff that I found over the last 2 weeks is just too much to put into one video, so I split it up. My first video was only my GameStop finds. This video is all of the stuff that I found elsewhere. So we're talking thrift stores, other retail stores, new game stores that I've never been to, eBay. I got a really cool eBay deal that I want to show you guys. So yeah, this is just going to be kind of an assortment of different things, different pickups. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what we found. Interestingly, Five Below has been very, very good to me recently. I found some really cool stuff there. I think it's because of the holidays, to be honest. Like, they've been continually flushing in like new games and new things. So you're seeing that I found some interesting, and they're always sealed. They're always sealed games. They're always $5. It's a great, great deal. And you just never know what you're gonna find. Sometimes it's crap and sometimes it isn't. This time for me, fortunately, it was not. So what I did find was 2 copies of this DCL game. It's I actually found this for Xbox One at GameStop as well in my previous video for $3, but these were 5 sealed. They sell probably around 11 bucks or so. It's a drone game. I don't know anything about them, but for $5, of course, I'm gonna pick them up. I also picked up World of Warships. This was $5 as well. Really interesting. I've never seen this in Five Below before. So for $5, I'm gonna pick that up. And then this is the first time that I have seen PS5 games in Five Below. I got 3 copies of this NBA 2K21, $5 each. Kept one for myself, and I will be getting rid of these to offset my cost. And then finally, I was looking through the toy section, and I found these really, really cool Master Chief and Friends action figures for $5 a pop. I've since found another one at Kohl's for a little bit more than $5 that I'm not proud to say. But I had to get those and put them on display in my Xbox One section with my controllers and my games, and it looks really cool to have them there. So I was really excited to pick those up. But that's all we found at Five Below so far for the month. Let's see what we found at some other places. Before we go back to the live video game hunting, I want to show you an eBay purchase that I got. I'm going to show you somewhere on the screen here, a screenshot of the listing for this. So I bought 41 Atari 2600 games for about $45 shipped. I have since put them in little lots to resell. You know, they're Atari 2600 games. You're not going to get a ton for them, but I've relotted them to see if I can get some money back for them. And then I've kept a good chunk of them for myself. I don't know if you just saw that, but my dog sneezed and it scared me, so I jumped. So yeah, I'm not going to cut that out. We're going to keep going. So I'm just going to go through these really quickly. There's a lot. These are the ones that I'm keeping. The lotted ones are separate. It just would be too much. We got Home Run. We got Circus Atari. We got Casino. We got Combat. We got, and this was actually a pretty good one right here. We got Barnstorming. Looks really cool. This was probably the best one in the lot. We got River Raid. This is between 10 and 15 bucks. And I got 2 of those in the lot. The other one's up for sale. Bowling. We got Space Invaders, which is an absolute classic. We got Super Breakout. We got Yar's Revenge. It's also one that I've had on my list for a while, so pretty excited to grab that one specifically. Centipede. What else do we need to say? Classic. Air Sea Battle. We got a Jungle Hunt. Some of these I've never even heard of, but I just think Atari carts are really cool. I'm very excited to like kind of put them all together and see what they look like. So we got, what's this one? Target Fun. We got Video Pinball, Indy 500, regular old Breakout, because remember we got Super Breakout in here too. We got Maze Craze, Berserk. This looks really, really cool. We got Superman. Look at that card art. That's so cool. Again, you know, I know they're Atari games. I know that they're not worth a ton, but it's just, for the history of gaming, like for me, this is super, super cool to add to my collection. We got a video chess here. We got, this one looks so cool. We got Warlords. Look at that art. We got Trick Shot. It's kind of janky, you know? And then we got two mystery carts here that I kept for myself. These look like the Parker Brother ones. There's no label on them, so it could be like the Star Wars ones, which I already have. But I had to keep these until I am able to test them and see what they actually are. So, all in all, again, like, I'm just gonna try to lean this here so you can see. This is my box of Atari games. Like, it's a good chunk, and I'm selling another good chunk of them. So hopefully I will be able to get some of my funds back. If not, 40 bucks for all of that, I'll pay that any day. 45 bucks, no problem. So let's get back to the live hunting and see what else we found. So now we're back over to Prime Thrift. This used to be Thrifty's. I love it there. I found some crazy stuff here over the years. And this trip, this is actually several different trips. It's been pretty crazy. For one, I found a copy of Wii Sports complete, and I've actually sold that already. I found an empty box to Wii Sports Resort, which I have kept for myself. I ended up getting that for free, which was really cool. And then as I was wandering around, I found a bunch of other wrestling games kind of just on this cart. Some have already sold, but it was so random because this cart is never there and it just had games all over it. And then I found my very first Switch game out in the wild at a thrift store. It's crazy. I paid $1.41 for these games. So let me show you what I have left. This again is not everything that I picked up, but we got SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. I have sold 13. 13 is gone. We got 2008, and we got my Wii Sports Resort, and this comes with the manual too. Again, I got this for free. It just didn't have the disc. Some idiots must have stolen it or something. But oh well, you know, I ended up getting it for free. And then we got Cars 3, Driven to Win. I actually traded in the game into GameStop. I got about $9 for it, and I kept the case for myself, just so I have something to swap out with if I get a, you know, a good Switch game that I need a case for. So, because GameStop, they don't give you less or more if you give them the case, so you might as well just keep the case for yourself so you can make a complete game later if you need to. So that's all that I found at Thrifty's. Now I want to show you a couple of really new game stores that I've never been to, and I found some cool stuff there. So let's see. If you've seen my other videos, you guys know that I love the store Yesterday's Fun. It's down in Bethany Beach. However, I knew that they had a flagship in Rehoboth Beach. So while my wife and I were away, we went and sought this place out, and it was a lot smaller than the store down in Bethany, which was a little bit disappointing, but they did have some really cool stuff. Most of you know that I'm trying to grow my Wii U collection, and they had a copy of this Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I ended up paying $19.75, which is about what it's worth, to add this game to my collection. And in case you can't tell, the theme, if you've watched the previous video, the theme has been superhero games. Like, I have found tons of them. So excited to add this one to the collection. Anytime I can get a new Wii U game that I don't have for like a reasonable price makes me happy. So adding this one to the collection. And when I got done shopping there, I was talking to the lady, and she said, "Hey, have you heard of this other store called Game On? It's right down the road. They just opened up. Sometimes I go over there and buy some things." So what I did was, my wife was getting a haircut, so I dropped her off at the salon, and then I drove over to the game store, which was literally a minute away from the salon. It was like a win-win for both of us. My beard is doing some crazy things right now. It's getting long. I'm growing it out until my baby is born, because my wife is pregnant. So we got 4 more months, and it's getting a little unruly. So anyway, I went to Game On, and I found a couple of things. I ended up talking to the guy there for a good bit of time. The store was really, really cool, and their prices were like on point for the most part. Some of the stuff they matched with GameStop, so the prices were a little bit high. Like they had Smash Brothers Brawl disc only for 45 bucks. It's not worth that. However, most of the other things that they had in the store were reasonable. The guy that I talked to, his name was TJ. He was really super friendly. And you can tell that he's somebody who's passionate about gaming, passionate about like actually playing and not just selling them, which is kind of a rare thing in the game hunting world these days. So I ended up buying not a whole bunch of stuff, but 4 different games from him. He was super, super cool. Let me take videos of the store, let me look around, and just like chatted with me about games, which I am so happy to do. If you guys are ever in the Rehoboth Beach area, definitely check them out. They just got their website up and running. Again, they're called Game On. And he told me that they'd moved from Ohio. So they're like a plant, like new to the area. Definitely check them out if you're down in Delaware. So what I picked up from him, let's just dive right in. I got the Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Now, I only paid $13 for the PS2 version, but the PS3 version is like 80 bucks, super expensive, and I don't need to have that version. This one will work just fine for me for 13 bucks. So I picked that up. This is getting added to the collection. I also got World of Tanks here. I think he ended up giving this to me for free. They had it in the dollar bin, but yeah, so got that. Then this one looked really cool. I'd never heard of it, and neither had he. Rune, Viking Warlord. And this is complete. I ended up paying, let me hang that there, $8. It's in really great shape, super clean copy. And I loved that there, like, if you look at the font on here, it's like Halo font. Super cool. And then final pickup of the entire 2 videos. I got Midnight Raiders for $18 for the Sega CD. This is maybe a $22, $23 game. So a couple dollars off retail, which is really cool for me. But I will definitely be going back there to see them. So if you guys have any questions for me about any of these pickups, please feel free to reach out. But that is all that I have for you from the last 2 videos. Thank you so much for sticking around and checking it out. You can like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I try to be regular with my releases. Or you can follow me on Instagram or TikTok at The Retro Gaming Collective, where I post videos of my collection and videos of my dog. So if you're into that stuff, come on over. But until next time, thank you guys again so much, and happy hunting.